Hello, juniors. My name is Christy Lynn Ramos. I'm one of the counselors here at Ardrey High School, and I'm going to be showing you the Naviance activity that you'll be completing in homeroom today. Before we get to that, though, I wanted to remind you of our Student Services website. We put a lot of very good information on our site, announcements, things you need to know, tips for your junior year, what should I be doing in junior year. We put all that stuff on our Student Services website. You can get there using this link here, bit.ly/AK Student Services, or you can always just Google Ardrey Kell Student Services and it'll come right up. This is also a good way to get to our email addresses if you ever need to contact your counselor easily. So I just wanted to remind you about our website. I would definitely recommend bookmarking it if you're able. Today we're going to talk about Naviance. I want to show you two things on Naviance that students don't always know how to access before we actually get to the activity that you're going to do. So the way to get to Naviance is by going to your Launchpad and clicking on Naviance Student in green. So it's one of the square icons there that's in green. You'll click on Naviance Student. So once you're there, the main thing I want you to notice today is in the top right corner, there's a menu bar. And there's several icons there. And the first one I want to point out is the mailbox. And the second one I want to point out is your initials with a colored circle around them. So let's talk about those. When you click on the mailbox, it'll show you how many messages you have from the school. So the counselors and Mr. Webb send out emails to all juniors fairly often about different opportunities that have come up for you, whether it be college visits, volunteer opportunities, job opportunities in the area, anything like that that we get, we send out through Naviance. These do get copied to your student email as well, but we know sometimes that gets clogged up with Canvas notifications and other things. So this is a great way to have it all in one spot. Once you become a senior, this is an important place to look at scholarship information. So I just want to make sure to draw your attention to this mailbox here. And then if you wanted to click on your initials, this is where is profile information about you. So this is where we actually post your GPA, weighted and unweighted, and your current class ranking. So this is where you can see your rank and your GPA at any time. This changes at the semester mark. So we just updated it for this year last week, and then it'll get updated again in February and again in June. So this is where you can view that information at any time. So instead of feeling like you need to get a copy of your transcript or email your counselor or do anything that feels complicated, you can always come to Naviance and check your GPA and class ranking this way. So on to the activity for today. What you're going to do is something called the Supermatch College Search. So this is a program created by Naviance for you to put in all the preferences that you have or believe you have about college, and then see what it generates. So for example, some students know for sure they want to go to a four-year college in North Carolina. So the Supermatch College Search, you're going to put in all the criteria that's important to you, and it's going to give you a list of, well, here's the colleges that you would want to consider. You can also add things like if you want it to be a large school or a small school, what the acceptance rate, do you want it to be a really high acceptance rate or do you want a more selective school? Are you interested in certain clubs or activities? Are you interested in certain majors? The Supermatch College Search is searching every single college available in the United States and is going to produce a list for you that's tailored to your needs. And then you can adjust them at any time. So let's say you initially put in that you want engineering as a major and you look at the list and you say, but what about if I did psychology as a major? You can change it and make adjustments from there. So I'll show you that in just a second, but this is how you get there. In your Naviance account, you're going to click on colleges on the top menu. And then when that menu pops up, you're going to click on Supermatch College Search. It's the farthest one on the left. So colleges at the top and then Supermatch College Search on the left. As a reminder, this is a district required assignment for students to do. And this one should be pretty fun. I think it's interesting to click through the different options and to learn about different schools, but this is something that is required by the district for all students to complete. So make sure you're in Naviance, clicking on colleges and then Supermatch College Search. Homeroom teachers, feel free to pause here if you need. And then this is what comes up. Initially, there's going to be, I think, a 6-step box that kind of walks you through, pointing out different pieces of the page to you. But once you click through all of those, basically you're going to click select criteria to start. So it's basically saying we have this massive list right now, every single college in the United States. You have to put in some criteria for us to start generating a list for you. So sometimes the easiest way I think to narrow it down right away is what state or states you would want to be in, or if you want a two-year school or a four-year school or a public school or a private school. These are all the criteria that they're looking for. So you add as many as you want, click generate list, and it'll have a list of colleges. The assignment for today is to add at least one school to your colleges I'm thinking about list. And I don't have a picture of that because I can't access it when I'm not on a student's account. But when you're looking at a college, there will be a button that says add to my colleges I'm interested list, and you just click it and it creates a list for you in Naviance. So that is the assignment for today, is to do a little bit of research, get to thinking about what does my GPA, what do my test scores, how do they fit into the colleges I'm thinking about, what majors can I think about, starting doing some of that research today. So you have all of homeroom to complete this activity. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always reach out to your counselor, but otherwise, this is what we're doing. Thanks so much and have a great day.